Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Lamir Ramzi bin Muhammad Rahimi. So today I will try to answer 8 common problem solving questions. So let's do this. So for the first question is, when you are faced with a problem, what do you do? So I will try to answer this question. If I'm facing a problem, the first thing that I will do is to put myself together and keep calm. Being panic won't help, and it even make the situation worse. In order to avoid the panic attack, what will I do is take a deep breath and repeat it for twice and calm down. Then I will start to do something with the problem, such as analyze and look for the best solution. Let's go for the second question. For the second question, describe a time when you faced an unexpected challenge at work. So my answer will be, I'm an undergraduate student and life is quite hard. But fortunately, I got a chance for doing a part-time job as a barista where I make coffee and drinks. I was working on a formidable time as my partner was on leave because of health issue, and I was left alone. The problem came during the peak hour where lecturers, staff and students on break, and they come to grab their coffee and drinks. So it was my responsibility to come up with a solution to this difficult problem and to ensure all the customer satisfied with their coffee and drinks. So what I need to do is, firstly I will consider my option before speaking to my manager and ask him if he could send any other staff that are free during that time, during that period, to help me, especially during that peak hour, which is from 11 in the morning and up to for 2 hours, means until 1 p.m. And during that time, unfortunately, my manager can afford to send any staff to help me because those staff are busy with their classes, with their assignments and some more. So this situation put me in a hard position as I start to panic and ran out of breath because during that time there were many customers there waiting, taking orders. So I need to take their orders, make coffees, and do the payment from the customers. So everything was start to mess up. Luckily during that time one of my classmates was around, and I asked her to help me. Then without hesitate, she helped me. But in order to keep my customers satisfied with our product, I asked her only to take the orders and handle the payment, and I will make the coffee and drinks. Fortunately, things going smooth, and what a relief. For those 2 hours, we managed to settle all order in time. It was very hard, but somehow we managed to settle things down. Thankfully, we worked together, and we both were so happy. If ever there is a problem or a challenge at work, I believe that I can be relied upon to settle things down. And last but not least, I will ask my manager to get staff prepared, especially during that peak hour, so that this won't happen again where only one staff and I'm alone to do all the jobs. Question 3. How do you weigh the pros and cons before making a decision? Before making a decision, I will list out all the pros and cons of the options. I will start considering the cons, whether the cons will help me and provide a good outcome to myself and my company or not. If the cons provide good outcome, then I will choose to implement that option and take the risk. But if the pros outweigh the cons, then I will only proceed with the pros. Next question, question number 4. Question number 4. How will you handle a disgruntled or dissatisfied customer? So in this situation, I will handle them by following 5 steps. Step 1, listen to them and get to understand their complaint and dissatisfaction. Step 2, I will be ask them again and get a total clarity and to get the situation clear. Step 3, I will be apologize, of course, if it was our fault. Step 4, I will offer some solution to their complaint. Step 5, again I will apologize to them. Again, implement the solution that I decide to do before making sure that the lesson will learned and to ensure that I can avoid this situation to happen again next time. Let's proceed to question 5. What metrics do you track on a regular basis? How do you use the information to adjust your approach? Based on my experience, I will track on our sales. If there is less sales, then I will figure out what the problem is. And next, with the information gathered, I will discuss with my manager or team before making decision and implement those actions that we discuss. Question 6. Tell me about a time when you had to change your planned course of action at the last moment. How did you handle this situation? To answer this question, last minute change of plan is actually a disaster, but this is also something that we need to expect to happen. So to handle this situation, first thing first, I need to keep myself calm as usual. No need to panic, avoid the panic attack because that might worse the situation. Next, I will analyze the situation and figure out the effect of the sudden change to the situation or the project or to my company. Next, I will gather all information as much as possible, as this is my responsible to cope with the situation. I need the knowledge, I need the information. This also help to ensure my project are still on track, and I need to keep updated to the deadline so that I will not more than the deadline. Next, I will start taking actions by ensuring things needed to keep the project on track are provided. I also need to keep the project not over the budget and ensure the objective of this project or any situation is clear. I need to ensure the objective for the project. During the project, I will monitor all the changes made so that they won't cause any problem or issue. Another things to be highlighted is to have a good teamwork. So a great teamwork will be very helpful, especially when this last minute change of plan. Question number 7. Your manager wants to buy new software to help increase the team's productivity, and she asks you for your recommendation. How do you respond? Interesting. Firstly, I will ask my manager what features that are most important in that software that we really need them to improve our team productivity. I will ask the manager first, then I will ask the manager also how much is the budget so that I will not exceed the budget. Knowing this will help me on deciding on choosing or figure out the most suitable software with all the features needed and within the budget. Before pointing out my recommendation, I will list out 5 software that meet that requirement. Then I will do further study and will eliminate those not needed, or maybe those not fulfill the features that we need. And last but not least, I will present my recommendation to the manager, on which especially to recommend the manager which option is the best. That's all. Question 8. Describe a time when you had to solve a problem but didn't have all the necessary information about it beforehand. What did you do? During my time doing a part-time job as a barista, as I just mentioned just now, I entered my shift with all the equipment, all the ingredients not in their place. So this is quite I can say annoying, and because every single ingredients are necessary to provide a good product. So one ingredient misplaced or lost might affect the product. So this will cause reduce in our sales. So I need to come up with a solution to solve this problem. Since there is a staff, there were 2 staff before my shift, I decided to ask them by contacting them and ask them where are those ingredients that I missed out, and ask them several questions. So doing this provide me information, and I was able to know the source of the problems. So that I know the source of the problem, which is an organized arrangement of ingredients. So what I can do is that the staff before me misplaced that ingredients. So I will recommend to my manager to provide a specific procedure to and fix arrangement of the ingredients, so that all the ingredient equipments are properly arranged. So that's all from me. Those are 8 problem solving questions. That's all from me. Thank you.